point from that slanted line to the ending. Now you come in, because it's the front pattern we are working on, you come in by ½ inch here, you come in by ½ inch, you come in by ½ inch. That's my ½ inch. Now if you don't have this ruler, but I will advise everybody, your work comes out neater when you have this ruler. I will advise everybody, please comment on the comment section if you need this ruler. I have like 50 pieces of it and it's ready to be given out at just a token. Okay, so now if you have this ruler, okay, very, 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 very simple and beautiful. It's very easy. We are done with our front bodice, the shoulder, the neckline, the armhole. We come to the bust line. Now this is our bust line, and this is our under bust line, and this is our, I don't know if this, I'm going to shift the camera down, but this is our waistline. Now let me work on the bust line first. Now on the bust line, the bust is 40. This is where the mathematics comes. But let me just tell you, sweetheart, it's very simple. It's very easy. 40, which is our bust circumference, divided by 4 is going to give us 10 inches. That's all, sweetheart. That is all. Now 10 inches plus 2 inches allowance I advised you to add is 12 inches, making, this is my 12 inches right here. Now this same 12 inches, I'm going to be adding it to my armhole line. Okay, I'm going to be adding it to my armhole line, like so. Now we come down to, we are done with our armhole line and our bust line. Now for the under bust line, which from the vertical side is 13.5, the under bust circumference is 36. That's all, sweetheart. 36 is going to be divided by 4 and we will get 9 inches. Okay, we will get 9 inches. That 9 inches plus that 2 we talked about, here it was 12. Now plus that 2 will be giving us 11 inches. That is all you need. That is all. 11 inches. We are on the waist area now. Now our waist area from the vertical measurement is 16 inches, right? It's 16 inches. This is the waist line. Now this waistline is this area, okay, which is the waist line. Now the waist circumference is 38 inches. Please do well to follow. If you follow me diligently, I bet you will be sewing in the next 1 year comfortably. You will be sewing in the next 1 year. And I'm working on producing female entrepreneurs, fashion designers that is going into ready-to-wear businesses. Now, follow this channel to the last day. I tell you, all the contacts you need to start your own ready-to-wear business or whatever, however you want to start, all the contacts you need, the markets you can go to source for, and their phone numbers will be on this channel. There's a lot gain from following this channel. Subscribe so that whenever a video is uploaded, you will be the first to see it. Now on our waist measurement, the waist circumference is 38. Now we are going to be doing 38 divided by 4 is 9.5. Remember, we are adding 2 inches allowance all through for the side, which is 11.5. Now we come here and then we place our tape measurement 11.5, and then this is what we get. So the only thing left to do now is add there's a reason for me shifting my hand. This my measurement was from my imagination. Okay, normally it's supposed to come this way. Okay, if it's correct, I just, for the sake of this measurement was from my brain, so I've connected our lines now. Remember that this measurement has 2 inches allowance. Okay, there are some tutorials you see, they will mark it separately and now mark the allowance separately. That's confusing because any marking here will not show on our material, so we don't need to put this marking here. We only need to put the last one, because when we are cutting out, we are not cutting this way, we are cutting this way. Whatever that will not reflect on the cloth, you really don't need to mark it. Okay, so now we come down to, we are not yet done, but you can see our front bodies are taking shape. This is all you need. If you say, oh, I want to make a top right now, know that this is all you need. Don't let anybody deceive you. This is all you need. Now, let's work on our darts. Insert your darts. We have 2 types of darts. We have the bust dart and we have the waist dart. Now, the waist dart and the bust dart can always go together. In fact, if you use it together, it makes your bustier area to come out as if it was princess dart. It gives a little bit fitting and curviness to your bust area, to your breast area, right? Now, but if you decide, you can as well just use only the bust dart or only the waist dart. Most times, depending on what I want to do, if I'm making a peplum top, I prefer to use the 2, so it cups the breast area very well. But you can as well eliminate the bust dart and use only the waist dart. For some A-line gowns, if you want it to have a little bit of shape, you add bust dart. Forget about waist, just bust dart. It forms well. Okay, now I'll be talking on only bust dart for today. Should I just do it? They said I should continue. Okay, because of time. Now for the bust dart, you measure 2 inches down. This is 2 inches. In that 2 inches that you measured, still get the midpoint of that 2 inches, which is this area. Now there's something called bust span. I'm going to be showing us, let me not bore us with this calculation today. I'll be bringing up in our next video, I'll be talking on how to calculate the bust span. But the bust span for this person is 4 inches, right? Now, this is 4 inches. You need the bust span to fix your waist dart. You know why? Because if you do not use bust span and you just use your own imagination to fix measurements, your dart might end up going too much to the side, tilting too much to the side, or tilting to it will look funny. It will even be better that you did not use it at all. Okay? But if you use the bust span, it sits exactly on the middle of your breast, the 2 breasts. It sits exactly in the middle because the bust span is the nipple to nipple. So whatever you are manipulating, let it be on the middle of that breast. This line I'm going to be creating here is going to run down exactly from the nipple down to the waist. Any other thing short of it, your cloth will be looking funny. Okay, so now this is our waistline. Now we'll mark 4 inches again here. We'll mark 4 inches again here, and you connect your line like so. 4 inches is our bust span. Don't worry about the calculation. We'll be doing the calculation later. Just know that 4 inches is our bust span. Okay, so now the standard way of doing this is taking 1/2 inch by the 2 sides. Hold on there. From that bust point that I measured on the bust line, I will come down by 1 inch. Do you know why you have to come down by 1 inch? If you mistakenly take this dart up until here, your breast will be pointing. But when you end it very close to this place, and that this is the place you are ending up. Don't mean you will keep sewing this 1/2 inch. No, you keep slanting it out, and just the point will touch here for it to have shape. Now I have done that, 1/2 inch on both sides, 1/2 inch on this side. We go over to this one. Now you measure 2 inches from here on that bust line, 2 inches from here, you measure it. Then that midpoint that we connected like so, we connect it this way. When you are going, we are done with our front patterns, guys. We are now for the back pattern to manage our, okay, we are going to be plotting both the front and the back on this same pattern. Remember that 2 inches was what we removed from here. We are going to add that 2 inches here again. We are going to add it here. Remember, whatsoever you take away, you add it back. If you take away and you do not add it back, it will affect your sewing. It will affect your measurement. You can imagine that I measured this person's shoulder to waist 16 inches and I've removed 2 inches, making 14 inches. When the person wears it, it will go up. Okay? But with what I have just done, if I remove this 2 inches here, the cloth quietly balances back. Whatsoever you take away, you add it back. This 1 inch that is here, we'll still add it here again. We add it to this place. Do you understand? Now this place will look like this. This is our pattern for the front. Now, we'll still use this to do our pattern for the back, because there's still room for us to work on here for the back. Okay? Now, for the back pattern, it's just the neck and the armhole. The bodies are the same, except for this dart that will be extending to the armhole level. I'll show you a simple way of doing that. If we extend it here, you might become confused. So let me leave it, and then I'll show you people how we are going to extend it. Now we are working on the neckline. Neckline standard measurement is come down by 1 inch. Standard measurement, come down by 1 inch. We are still using the same 3 inches. Okay? Okay, so now on this side of the armhole, everything is done. This is the back armhole. So you just have to create a perfect curve that we get to it. And if you don't have the ruler, you can use your free hand. But then you can tell aunties, daddies to get you one. We are done with both front and back. Whatever we are going to be doing on the back pattern now is going to be on the pattern paper of the back itself. So right now, let's go right into our pattern paper for the front is complete. With this, we will be cutting this out on the pattern paper, because we want to bring out the back first and then continue with our, so we will mark other allowance, because our allowances are complete on the pattern paper. Now I will like us to do something so that we can create the back dart for the waist. Mark this bust span, the 3 legs of that dart. Okay, this is the back pattern. Remember that because we took waist dart here, we took bust dart here, we increased this waist by 2 inches. We added it back, right? So this is the exact waist. Because we are not taking bust dart from the back, we don't need it to extend to this place. Okay. Remember that we said our bust span is 4 inches, right? You will keep marking these 4 inches till it gets to the armhole line, which is the chest line. Now we are going to be ruling. Remember that this is our waist line. We are not using this one because this one was added because of the 2 inches we got here. We are not using this one. Now we are going to connect this our line. We connect our line. We will still take 1/2 inch by the 2 sides. Okay. Then we connect like so. We connect like so. Guys, that's all for our back pattern. Now we will cut out. Don't bother about the allowances because all the allowances has been added today. All the allowances has been added to. That's your back pattern. What you need to do right now is slit this place. Now let me tell you, point out something I see people do most times and I think is wrong. But it depends on what you want to do. Now I prefer to slit. Some people will tell you cut it out. If you cut out this part, you know when you place it on your material, you are still going to cut out. Now when you are sewing, you will find out that you are going to extend. You find out that you are going to extend more than here because you want to sew. But if you only slit, that means when you want to sew, you will still be sewing on that 1/2 inch. So I advise people, do not cut out, just slit it. Because in sewing, whatever you remove, you must add it back. If you do not add it back, it will take it from the customer's measurements. We are done with the back pattern. This is the back. Now, remember we said we are going to be giving allowance of 2.5. 2.5. That's what I'm doing now. You can mark it out, but I don't want there to be too much lines. That's why I did not mark it out on my own. You can mark it out. Mark it out. There's already allowance here. Guys, this is our front pattern. Thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe, comment, whatever you feel you want us to add to this video, comment it, like our video, and share. See you guys in the next video. Well,